Week 4 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Raiders, next on EA Sports.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Browns have it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Cooper.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
York's kick is good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Raiders offense ready to get going with their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Minshew. That's to the first tight end taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. For Bowers, 31 TD grabs during his career at Georgia. That's his first in the NFL. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Naheem Hines. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Chubb. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he coughs up the football. One of the Raiders has got it. When the ball comes out and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back is Minshew. This one is caught by Gallup. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Here's a run. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. 2nd and goal. Now Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders' field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders go out to a 10-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Hines. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Open man, right side. He's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Cleveland. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Still 2nd down.
Second down, Lawrence. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Gallup. Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
They're going to go play action now with Minshew. Going up top. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. They'll go with Chubb. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Lawrence. That one taken in. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cleveland. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Minshew. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. That one knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. It's 2nd down. Minshew going to look to throw again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Well, there's Amari Cooper as he and the Browns get set for their next possession. The next drive about to get going. We're going to take a moment here to let you know what's coming up in prime time this week. Starting tonight, it's Sunday Night Football, one of the best games of the opening month of the season. Bills and Ravens from Baltimore. And then another double bill on Monday Night Football as the Titans and Dolphins meet in Miami at 7:30 Eastern. Followed by the Seahawks and Lions 45 minutes later with the kickoff in Detroit at 8:15 Eastern Time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's a Browns 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Browns.
Now here's Lawrence. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. Lawrence now on 2nd down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! The Raiders offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
One final throw before the break, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Anthony Richardson, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jahan Dotson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Bryce Young leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Browns offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Robert Spillane spills him there. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. A run with Hines. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Hines. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's not made by Byron Young. Here's third and 2. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Now a run on first down. Not much developing there. Short pickup down to the 47. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Lawrence. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's Minshew. Finding his tight end there. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. Minshew gonna look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They put Adams in motion. They'll try and throw with Minshew. He gets this complete, finding Adams.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. To the air once more is Minshew. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run with Hunt. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Minshew. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Down late, try to get to the line quickly. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And he's got this one complete. It's Cooper working across the field. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They go play action for Lawrence. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. Here's Chubb. Powering forward. He's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. As the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. This is 1st and 10. To throw, Minshew. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Play action now with Minshew. That's caught by Hunt. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. On the return, it's Hines. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's Lawrence. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll try to run for it. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. So, a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to win the game. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. So, a pressure kick here for Cade York. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.